makes me look like a schlup.
No, stop!
I say, you make me look lazy. She would hold these sustainability forums on Sunday, and there'd be 200, 300, sometimes 400 people
we
there.
use the microphone.
And Heather would call them up on stage, but she would call people up like they were getting an Oscar. And everybody said, oh my God, my mother doesn't talk to me like that. And I'd say, oh Heather, God, 26 years of being an environmental media person and nobody getting it and me paying for it. This is the best moment of my career. Because Heather just made me feel so appreciated, so seen.
Oh my God.
It's true. So I'm a big green booster, just like in general, all shades of green. Climate is the big mother of all of them, but all of them. And Heather was the same way, is the same way. In terms of every green nonprofit, whatever their issue is, we want to lift their boat. We want to be the green tide that lifts the boat. And that's what Green TV, this is that's what's meant to be unplugged, but that's what we're about. Tell us about Sustainable Citizen.
Yeah, no, but we're plugging Green TV too.
We're both.
We're plugging Green TV
it's
too.
all the same. It's all good.
But I will say this, like honestly, every single person who's been here, like the Royal Princess has been absolutely fantastic. The owners, Igor and Amber, have been like nothing but like absolutely amazing to make this come together. Every single person who has showed up is really what makes the experience what it is. You know, I'm glad that we have like a very small curated event of people coming over to talk about these issues, right? Which is like really why this entire event came about. I mean, it was really about influencing for our planet, which we've had so many conversations on, and it's so important, and it's so surreal to be here today with you.
I know, and through Bonnie Beebus, my friend who I've introduced to Heather, we have these wonderful people that I've had the pleasure of interviewing, Carl and Casey.
Yep. Bonnie was the channel.
Bonnie,
the
the conduit.
She was the entry point.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's what we're here doing, and I want to take a moment too before we leave to make sure that we have introductions and we have those conversations. I'm walking around. I mean, this is literally your platform. Right? So like every single person that you walk by right now, like you should have those conversations with, like very candid, you know, we're all here celebrating what the work is that you all do.
And by knowing about each other, your work can grow exponentially, and that's exactly what we do.
100%.
And that's what happened in her rooms on Clubhouse. She just would, like, for 2-3 hours, invite people up, and someone would say, hey, I'm working in the fashion industry, and it's like a mess, and even what's been out there so far doesn't cut it, you know, at all. And then someone will raise their hand and say, I do documentaries. And Heather say, talk in the hallway, go meet, you know, and these virtual connections. First time we've met.
We've ever met.
We've been friends since last February during the pandemic. And every time I would ping her, she would ping me, Heather, my woman, Betsy, my woman, because we're both like the most enthusiastic.
Yeah, totally.
Overall sustainability sisters, boosters, and because there's been too much of people doing it in their silos.
For sure.
And feeling alone and feeling like, why doesn't the rest of the world get it? So when you get people in a room, even virtual, on a social media audio app like Clubhouse, it's like, voila, eureka, we found each other. My people.
That's like the best way to describe Clubhouse, though, was great, right?
Yeah.
It's like a concentrated like group of individuals that are all advocating, rallying for the same thing, and you can't hide behind pictures. Because you got to talk, you got to have conversations, right? You really find out who people are.
Yeah, and everybody's working on their piece of it, but they shouldn't be separated. They shouldn't be not in touch. They shouldn't be, you know, in any way not collaborating.
Yeah,
given
100%.
the urgency.
100%. The urgency.
The food is amazing.
All farm to table.
Oh my God.
All farm to table food. All sustainably sourced food. There's 3 chefs downstairs, so everybody's doing that. As you can see, we've kept the boat docked here, and we did that for, you know, not going out and driving around the bay, you know, but really being able to enjoy the view, right, and partake in like the water.
Yeah.
Right?
And
I mean, like,
not spew emissions.
Yeah, and
because we're women on emission.
We are women on emissions, and that's why we bring more people in,
virtually in real life.
Exactly.
But this is a moment, though, because we've never had a pandemic before. We've never all been separated. We've never had a Clubhouse before. For us to meet up in real life, it's been happening on Clubhouse, but this is my first one.
I know.
And this is my favorite person on Clubhouse.
My God.
This is my green sister. So this is epic.
I know. I'm so happy. Like,
and she's pulled off a miracle. But you're a mom. You got 3 kids. They're here. You're homeschooling. You're doing something without your usual support. I understand. Bonnie's been keeping me informed.
Oh wait,
your BFF, Bonnie.
Oh my gosh,
I
love Bonnie.
To 3 days ago.
Yeah, I know.
BFF. Yeah, that's how we bond.
It is though, right? But when you find those people that you end up on missions with, you're like, oh my gosh, that's my tribe.
Bonnie has expanded my connection to the network phenomenally.
Are you recording this so Bonnie can hear all this quelling? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Bonnie called me and said,
they're actually they want to interview you on the bow of the boat. I said, Bonnie, you're organizing this from like California? You're telling me where I should be?
She was. Yeah, and I couldn't believe when Heather said, "Gee, we're doing this in Florida. We want to get some nonprofits." I thought, Florida environmental nonprofits. Who are you gonna call? Bonnie Beavis. I called Bonnie and like, okay, we got water keepers, we got trees, we got eco-forests, we've got, and then I forgot. I totally forgot about my Florida nonprofit friends. Who next time? There's a wonderful woman named Rachel Taylor who runs something called Arm Animal Rescue Mission. They go in to dairy farms and they intervene and get calves that are being mistreated, animals that are being mistreated, and they rescue them. Yeah. That's amazing work. They go stealth and they risk their lives for animals.
Yeah,
so I want to bring her into the mix.
100%.
And then I've got, there's so many. And then Aria has been working with Rights of Nature.
This might be my backyard though, because I'm really liking. Listen, I really like the Florida. Like, I love the color. Miami is so vibrant, right? Like, you drive around and like the architecture, like they've done a really good job about making this town artistic, right? And like loving, and I've enjoyed it.
We should probably interview Heather, like about what she's doing with hemp and packaging. I mean, would this be a good time for you?
Yeah, but let's do it. Maybe we can do it downstairs in front of the thing,